Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wise 4E channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Meri Brown, star of Sister Wise, is in a new romantic relationship, but it probably won't survive because she's already disregarded warning signs. Formerly, the 53-year-old reality actress with her polygamous beau, Kody Brown. In spite of his poisonous attitude, she took care of him and followed him around for 30 years. Meri did everything she could to support Kody, including letting him rule the family and marry Christine, Janelle, and Robin Brown. The patriarch of the Brown family, however, never gave her back and only took actions that would cause her pain. He asked Meri to relocate into his barn, melted her ring, and ended their personal relationship. Even after Kody officially divorced her to marry Robin, Meri stayed married to him. In the hopes that one day he might fall back in love with her, she stayed with him. Sadly, that day never materialized, forcing the matriarch of the Brown family to look for love elsewhere. Meri tried her luck online in 2015 with a person who later turned out to be a scammer. Whatever was going on between her and Kody got worse when she disregarded the warning flags and naively fell in love. Meri made the decision to enter several marriages and eventually break free from polygamy in 2023. She made the decision to get over her spiritual marriage to Kody and start dating Amos Andrews, a divorcee. Meri may not be able to see that her new partner is equally awful as her ex-husband because she has been aching for love for 30 years. The new partner of the matriarch of the old Brown family has a dubious background and a string of failed relationships. The U.S. Sun claims that Amos has been in separate monogamous marriages to 4 women in the past. He was with Tracy Smith Long, who is the father of his daughter and son. After the marriage failed, he was married to Shannon, with whom he had Tiffany, his daughter. Amos married 2 different women between the end of the 1990s and the beginning of the 2000s, but neither marriage was successful. Kody is quite similar to Amos, if not superior. Given that Amos has 4 divorces under his belt, Meri's decision to date him is therefore unexpected. She ought to have known better than to fall in love with a man who had a track record of failing to establish long-term relationships. If nothing else, she ought to have compared him to her ex-husband and considered the possibility that the other women abandoned him. Meri appears to have entered into a new healthy relationship after leaving her previous one. Although it might not be evident right now, anything can happen at any time. Her most recent romance might not work out. Complicated finances are among the biggest warning signs. Kody has had various difficult circumstances, which served as a clear indication for the sister wives to abandon him. He has also had a highly dubious financial history, particularly with regard to real estate. Kody promised Meri in Sister Wives Season 18 that she would receive the smallest portion of the Coyote Pass. Knowing she was powerless to help herself, he made a conscious effort to offer her a small amount. The land ought to have been split evenly between Kody's 4 wives. But he made the terrible decision to behave, which was another reason Meri left him. Meri might feel safe with Amos, but when it comes to money, he might be just as wicked as Kody. The U.S. Sun claims that Amos declared bankruptcy more than 20 years ago. At the time, he was seeing one of his ex-wives, and their relationship wasn't working well. Meri recently revealed that she doesn't find it concerning that Amos previously filed for bankruptcy, saying that things happen and you just build your way out of it. It doesn't characterize you. In some ways, Amos is worse than Kody as well. Despite going through 3 divorces, the Sister Wives star has remained close to his wife throughout the years. During the 1990s, he wed Meri, and they were together for more than 30 years. In a similar vein, he lived with Christine and Meri for almost 30 years before ending things with them when they left. The polygamous man has been married for nearly 15 years to Robin, his only current wife. Kody was the patriarch of the family, even though he did say some unacceptable things about his wives. Kody's polygamy and religion both contributed to his lengthy marriages. Amos has experienced 4 separate divorces. The saddest part, though, is that he has only had incredibly brief and unproductive relationships. Both of Amos' first and second marriages ended abruptly. His fourth marriage lasted less than 5 years, while his third lasted only 2 years. Amos has been accused of controlling conduct and having a reality TV obsession by one of his almost can't have a fulfilling relationships since she has entirely lost sight of him. When the issues become more apparent to her, she might regret dating him. Meri views the world with optimism. Her disposition is upbeat, and she maintains optimism about the majority of things in life. She is unfortunately cursed with a nice personality that prevents her from making timely, sensible decisions. In the 1990s, Meri wed Cody and gave him permission to begin polygamy. Sharing him with other wives didn't bother her because she believed it was the proper thing to do. Meri's kindness cost her, as is clear, when Cody lost interest in her. He disregarded Robin, while his attraction in her grew. Cody even melted Meri's ring and got a formal divorce from her for Robin. Still, she stuck with him in the hopes that things would improve. Meri is making the same error she did with Cody again. She refuses to pay attention to the warning signs or attempt to consider her future rationally with a man who has failed so miserably. The middle-aged lady has entered into a relationship with a man who is similar to her, but has a significantly worse relationship history, following 30 years with a man in an unsustainable marriage. She is unwilling to acknowledge that she made a poor decision. Just like Christine met her soulmate in David Woolley, Meri might want to believe that Amos is her soulmate as well. The cast member of Sister Wives might, however, be jumping right into her first new romance following her divorce. Star of Sister Wives, during her marriage to Cody Brown, Meri Brown experienced bad luck. She was the final person to leave the multiple arrangement and the first to marry a polygamist. Over 3 decades were spent together by the couple, but a number of problems caused them to lose all of their affection for one another. Meri had to wait a long time for her husband to show her the kind of love she had always desired. However, the couple's efforts proved fruitless, and she left her marriage the previous year. Meri's admirers had been hoped she would meet a man who would take care of her and love her without conditions. She recently shocked everyone by introducing Amos Andrews, her new partner. It now appears that, despite his massive debt, the reality TV star is quite eager to wed him. Meri Brown has been hiding details about her love life for a time. Fans of Sister Wives had seen the star multiple times with an unidentified man. However, she had remained silent about her romantic relationships. Well, after she disclosed her relationship status, the admirers started to have additional worries. Amos was recently brought to the world with great fanfare by Meri. However, it appears that she has a contentious past with her new spouse. The lover of the TLC celebrity reportedly went through 4 divorces in the past, according to reports. In 2021, he filed for divorce from his 4th wife due to irreconcilable differences. Prior to this, Amos was wed to Tracy Smith Lang, but the court records state that their marriage dissolved in 1998. Subsequently, he married Shannon Marie and then Christine Andrews, his 3rd wife. Sadly, he only had brief marriages in all of them. In addition, he was mandated to settle his $20,000 plus total debt following the dissolution of his 4th marriage to Jennifer. In addition, he would have to give his ex-wife half of the settlement money as soon as he received it. Therefore, it's obvious that Meri's new boyfriend is in debt. Fans are now worried because they think the Sister Wives actress is keen to wed Amos in spite of his financial difficulties. During their previous webcast, she looked ecstatic and content. She had found a new mate. However, fans will have to wait and watch what the new pair gets up to next. Amos's former partner accused him of possessive and domineering actions. These days, Meri Brown is ecstatic about her new partner. She has been giving Sister Wives fans a lot of information about her romantic history. But in light of his ex-allegations, fans are not at all optimistic about Meri's future with this new man. Andrews was recently exposed by one of his ex-partners, who revealed his domineering nature and fixation with reality TV personalities. According to the ex, Amos saw Meri Brown on the show when they were living in Las Vegas, so he was already familiar with her. She claimed that her ex-husband had inquired for her address. She went on to label him as a narcissist and opportunist who may approach someone in order to get money. For more about Amos and Meri's romance and other Sister Wives news, check out TV season and spoilers. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.